What is it that makes a piece of music intelligent? That question alone pushes us to think about music in a way that goes beyond simple enjoyment. So, how do we actually distinguish a composition as intelligent? Is this something we can measure, something quantifiable in the notes and the rhythms? Or is it more of a feeling, a sense of being challenged and rewarded by what we're hearing? It's very easy to fall into a common trap here, equating musical intelligence with sheer complexity. The idea that the more notes there are, the more sophisticated the music must be. But if we look a little closer, it becomes clear that true intelligence isn't about complexity for its own sake. It's about the intention behind every note. To get a better handle on this, we can think about musical intelligence as a kind of trinity, a combination of three distinct, yet often overlapping disciplines: harmonic sophistication, lyrical depth, and rhythmic innovation. Let's begin with the first pillar, what we can call the vertical dimension of music, harmonic sophistication. This has often been the traditional benchmark for what many people would consider smart music. So, what is this vertical aspect? Well, it involves a high-level mastery of frequency relationships, the way different notes sound when you play them all at once. The intelligence here is almost architectural. It's about building this towering, intricate structure of sound that, despite all its complexity, remains perfectly solid. And you can really hear this in practice. When we listen to the late-period works of John Coltrane, or the incredibly dense, layered arrangements of someone like Jacob Collier, we are hearing this mastery. It's an ability to navigate harmony with such speed and precision that the music can almost feel like a mathematical proof unfolding in real time. For musicians like these, a simple three-note chord is really just a starting point. They build upon these basic structures, adding layers of notes, borrowing chords from different musical keys, and creating these unbelievably rich and complex textures. But a song can be harmonically very simple and still possess a profound intelligence, and that intelligence can come from its words. This brings us to the second pillar in our framework. This is the intelligence of the poet, the historian, the philosopher. When a songwriter uses a simple three-chord structure but overlays it with a story that deconstructs the human condition, that is its own form of genius. The music becomes a vessel for a message far more intricate than any chord progression could be on its own. You see, lyrical intelligence operates in that space between what's being said literally and what's being suggested metaphorically. It's the ability of a writer to use phonetics, internal rhyme, and cultural subtext to move an audience. This is a skill that's evident in ancient folk traditions and modern hip-hop alike. Now we can turn to what might be the most primal of the three elements, the intelligence of time. You can find rhythmic innovation all over the place. It's there in the polyrhythms of West African percussion, the jagged time signatures of progressive metal, or even in that off-kilter, drunken swing of a J Dilla beat. This is a very physical intelligence, one that communicates directly with the body before the mind has a chance to process the mathematics involved. At its core, rhythmic intelligence is all about the subversion of expectation. An artist can play with our internal clock, creating tension by pushing slightly ahead of the beat or pulling just behind it, only to resolve that tension with a deeply satisfying return to the established pulse. So, after all this, where does musical intelligence truly lie? The truth is, it's rarely found in just one of these elements by itself. The real power is in the synthesis of these ideas. We've seen how harmonic sophistication provides the vertical structure, how lyrical depth can offer a message and a distinct narrative, and how rhythmic innovation manipulates time and our own internal pulse. The most enduring works of music so often exhibit this synthesis. A song is intelligent, not because it's difficult, but because its complexity serves a purpose. Whether it's the way a dissonant chord perfectly mirrors a painful lyric, or how complex rhythm underscores a theme of chaos, true musical intelligence is the intentionality behind the choice. It is the bridge that connects technical mastery with emotional resonance. This was brought to you by Notes and Silences. Thank you for listening.